This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this August the 31st, 2025, last day of August. Tomorrow will be September the 1st. Alright, I hope everybody had a great Sunday out there so far. Everybody has a great Sunday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tropics here in the lower 48. You can see here that tropical wave here just coming off the African coast, just southeast of the Cabo Verde Island. Starting to get its act together just a little bit better. The National Hurricane Center has upped the chances of development to about 40% chance in the central and eastern tropical Atlantic. So we'll continue to monitor that, and I do think this will become Tropical Storm Gabrielle as it continues to push across the tropical Atlantic. We got more activity up here in the north central tropical Atlantic that will continue to push away from the region. You can see here is Bermuda, I think right about here. You get some showers and storms about right here. Bermuda getting a little bit of activity off of that system. Got more activity down towards southern Florida, Florida Key, northwest Bahamas, Cuba, also South America got some activities. Also down towards Central America, toward the Yucatan Peninsula. More activity in the eastern Pacific, up toward Mexico, also into Texas. Got more activity up here in the New Mexico and Arizona, and also over here in portions of the Dakotas, stretching down toward Missouri as well. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, let's take a look at your Monday forecast. This is for September the 1st. Alright, you can see we got scattered thunderstorms here in southwestern Canada, also in portions of Montana to Wyoming and Utah. More widespread and scattered varieties of showers and storms over the Baja region of California, northern Mexico to Arizona to Texas, central and northern Gulf to Florida Key, northwest Bahamas, Atlantic coastal waters, and the coastal areas of Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina, and the Outer Banks. More activity from Louisiana to Kentucky to Tennessee to portions of Kansas, Nebraska, up toward Minnesota and the Dakotas, South Canada, northern Michigan, and also southeast Canada as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, here's your Tuesday outlook. We got some heavy rain and flash flooding in reports of Tennessee, northwest Alabama, northeast Mississippi. Alright, we got thunderstorms and showers in portions of Oregon to Idaho to Nevada to California to Arizona to the Baja region, California, northern Mexico to Colorado, south and southeastern Canada around Lake Huron and Lake Superior, also over toward Ottawa and Toronto, Canada, also stretching into portions of areas of New Brunswick, also in the portion of Newfoundland to Maine to New York State, also a portion of West Virginia to Missouri to Louisiana to Alabama, much of Florida, and also up toward Iowa and Wisconsin areas as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches and warning advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, you can see we got some flood watches and flash flood warnings down here in Texas, also in portions of New Mexico as well, and also a little bit in Oklahoma. We got some flood advisories there as well, flood warnings in portions of Kansas, some special weather statements in portions of Iowa, and also in the portions of South Dakota and southwestern Minnesota, also more in northern California and portions of Oregon. Then we got red flag warnings in the pinkish colored and orange color, heat advisories, excessive heat watches in effect for southern portions of Washington State, northern Oregon, more heat advisories over central and southwestern California as well. Got some air quality alerts over Arizona. Alright, we got small craft advisory, gale warning from up here around the New Jersey, Delaware area to the east coast of Florida, also the Big Bend and portions of the Panhandle, and also out to 100 to 250 nautical miles offshore, also central California up to Oregon State. Hawaii and Chain Island look good. Also around the Alaska region, you've got some flood watches in effect for central Alaska. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Monday. I've got general thunderstorm pretty much across the board. It's refreshing, so it should be popping up here again in just a minute. Here we go. Alright, just general thunderstorm pretty much across the board. We cannot rule out a marginal risk. Could be added, and also some severe weather possible as well. Portion of Montana, northern Idaho, through the Dakotas, northern Michigan to Texas, southern California and Arizona, far east and northwest Georgia, portion of Kentucky and Tennessee, also portion of Louisiana, down into the Florida regions as well. Alright, let's move on to Your Tuesday outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. More general thunderstorm pretty much across most of the nation. Just a few areas where there's nothing expected because dry air still remains in place. But the areas where thunderstorm possible, from Oregon to Arizona to Nevada to New Mexico, all the way up through the Dakotas, also northern Michigan to Texas to Nebraska, over here toward Nebraska, over toward Kentucky, Tennessee, down toward Louisiana, central and south Florida, southeast Georgia, and a little bit in New York State up toward Vermont, New Hampshire, and western Maine as well. Alright, let's take a look at the tropics. And we're going to show you that 40% chance of development over the next 7 days. Here it is here off the African coast, what I showed you in the satellite imagery. And here it is here. This is where the favorable conditions, 40% chance over the next 7 days, 0% in the next 2 days. So a tropical wave located over the far eastern tropical Atlantic is producing disorganized shower and thunderstorm. Environmental conditions appear conducive for slow development of the system, and a tropical depression could form later this week or next weekend. The system is expected to move west to west-northwestward at about 15 miles an hour across the eastern and central tropical Atlantic throughout the week. Right now, 2 days 0%, 7 days 40%. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.